Living in Kenya has been such a great experience. I have been fortunate enough to meet very wonderful people during my life in Kenya, and these people made my life so good in Kenya. Still, I made the decision to move from Kenya to South Africa due to some unavoidable circumstances.
The opportunity is beckoning for us to work together, and it starts somewhere. And I want to pledge that it starts with South Africa and Kenya.
We see South Africa and Kenya having a symbiotic relationship.
Good morning, South African family. Sorry about the voice. I'm just waking up right now. I was woken up by my girlfriend. She was calling, asking me, hey, what's up? Why are you not replying to my messages? And so here I am. So today in this video, I'm going to tell you why I'm making the decision to move from Kenya to South Africa. Yeah, it's a long decision that I've always thought, and I hope I'm making the right decisions. Stay in touch. I'll be sharing with you everything. And also, there's something wrong with my eye, if you can see. Yeah, back then, around 3 months back, I reacted to some medication. I became very sick, guys, and it was tough. So this is one of the symptoms that has been left with me. My eyes always swell sometimes. The disease was called Steven Johnson syndrome. Unfortunately enough, I was able to get out from bed. Yeah, fortunately enough. And one of the people who was with me during this whole time of my hard times was my girlfriend and my family. Of course, my family had to be there, but my girlfriend, she had the option of being there or not being there. And one day I'll create a video about her. And yeah, I can't tell you this story without taking tea, because right now I'm feeling so hungry. Now we'll be going to have something that I can have the tea with. So I can't bake these snacks, and the snacks are called mandazi. In Kenya we call them mandazi. Yeah, one mandazi costs around shillings 10, and I'm going to have 3. I think 3 is enough for me. Or how much do you think is enough for me? Yeah, they were wrapped in a paper. I forgot to carry a bag to insert them in, and so I told the one who was selling to place them on this. Let's go have some tea and make some stories about Kenya and South Africa. We are one. For some strange reasons, the President of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, and the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, they decided that Kenya to South Africa will be visa-free. Kenyans, if you're watching this is a very perfect opportunity. There has never been an opportunity like this. So make this your time to go to South Africa. So I've just done having my tea. Now, let's talk about South Africa. I first want to thank the people of South Africa for the kind support they have given me. South Africans, I appreciate so much for the support. In the very first video, this video.
Today we are going to compare Nigeria and South Africa. Which country would you prefer to live? Yes, let's go. Between Nigeria and South Africa, which one would you choose to work or live?
I'll choose Nigeria.
Africa.
Why? In South Africa.
Live in South Africa. Yeah, I'll choose South Africa.
South Africa. South Africa.
Why South Africa?
I'll go with South Africa.
Kenya. Why South Africa?
Make sure you subscribe in order for you to be having updates of what I will be doing, how my life will be moving around in South Africa. And from that time till now, you've always been supporting me. Let's hit 100k subscriber by the end of this year. I know we can. I know this is not a wishful thinking, but it's going to be possible. When I get to South Africa, I'm expecting to meet my subscribers. Those people who comment on my videos, they tell me that we love Kenya. Kenyans come to South Africa. Guys, I'm coming. And I hope that you welcome me. I'm expecting to make new friends, reach those places that are beautiful in South Africa. Well, to someone, they might look silly, but remember, one man's meat is another man's poison. So the first reason I want to move from Kenya to South Africa is the diversity and the culture of South Africa is so much stunning, so much beautiful. Look at the landscape in South Africa, the Table Mountains. Nowhere in Africa we have Table Mountains except in South Africa. In South Africa we have those people who talk, those people, the Hottentots. Is it the Hottentots or the Khoisan? I think that the Khoisan, yeah. In South Africa, we have the Zulus, the Xhosa, the Ngoni. We have the Bantus there also. What else do we have? I think Nelson Mandela was coming from the Xhosa. The Xhosa is also a tribe in South Africa. What else? Which other tribe? So there's this movie called God Must Be Crazy.
He wondered why the gods had sent this thing down to the earth. It was the strangest and most beautiful thing they had ever seen.
Yeah, I think some parts of that movie were made in South Africa. Some, if not South Africa, it was in the Namib Desert. So if you know where the Namib Desert is, tell me in the comment section. But from deductions, I can tell that it's from Namibia, like Namibia Desert. Yeah. So this movie is one of the movies that made me love South Africa. I just want to see these places before I die. Yeah, eventually we are all going to die, but what really matters is how you lived your life. Avicii once said that, my father said, you leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. I want to see Johannesburg. I want to see Cape Town. I want to see the Sharpeville. Yeah, I just read about Sharpeville. It was the Sharpeville massacre where the white people killed a lot of black people in South Africa.
Even if you had a visitor in your house, she said, you'd have to report them to the police station. They would tell you how long your visitor could stay. Sharpeville's residents gathered peacefully in front of the police station without those passbooks. Their objective, to be arrested. But police opened fire, shooting protesters in the back as they ran for their lives.
I just want to see for myself. I want to see where Nelson Mandela was buried. I want to see Durban. I want to see the Indian Ocean in the perspective of a South African. I want to see the Atlantic. I want to see all that. I want to touch the waters. I want to see the Table Mountain. I want to eat the food in South Africa. I just want the whole of South Africa right now. The whole of it. Please, South Africans, will you welcome me to South Africa? South Africa has a very rich history and heritage. When I get to South Africa, I like to explore those museums, those monuments, those places that record history of South Africans. I want to be a South African by way of learning. I want to love everything. See, South Africa is the only country in Africa which inhabits I'm speaking of larger percentages, which inhabits Indians. We have the Afrikaners, who are the Netherlanders, people from Netherlands. We have the British, and we have the black people, like 4 races in one country. So South Africa is a multiracial country, and this is so interesting. I want to have just a look at how things are there. I want to see those Khoisan people, and they really have small eyes, and when they smile, and like, I don't know whether they put clothes nowadays, because from that movie, God Must Be Crazy, that man was not putting on, he was putting on something like a skin, you know, to cover just the private parts, and he was very funny. The Bushman, yeah. So I love to see the Bushman. I love to see any Afrikaner. I've seen British, I've seen Afrikaners, but I want to see them in South Africa. Wow, South Africans. Guys, you guys are dope, man. You guys are dope. Another one is this. I would love to see the wildlife and the marine life of South Africa. I think South Africa is the only country in Africa that has penguins. Penguins in Africa.
Here on the southwestern coast of Africa, these colonies of African penguins have claimed the breathtaking shores of Stony Point and Boulder Beach as their home territories.
Who would imagine that a penguin would be in Africa? Well, back then I thought that penguins were only found in the Antarctica. But after doing a deep research about South Africa, I discovered that we have penguins in South Africa. Wow. I love to see one penguin for myself and touch it and hold it and throw it up and let it fly. Penguins, do they really fly? I don't know. In Kenya, we also have the big five, like the buffalo, the lion, the elephant. What else? Yeah, the big five. So I love to see the big five of South Africa. They're still the same as in Kenya, but I love to see the ones in South Africa. Yeah, I love to see the Kalahari Desert. I love to see the Namib Desert. I love to see all that. Like South Africa, there's just something about South Africa that is so beautiful. The wildlife is so crazy, man. So nice, so nice. And I love to come and see those people. I love to come with the love of my life to South Africa and witness all this. But for now, I will come alone. Then I'll bring her after you show me that we can settle there. When you're used to eating your mother's food, you think your mother is the best cook. But what if your mother is not? When we talk about food, most of the people we only think about Italy. Italy makes the best spaghettis, the best pastas. But South Africa also makes good food. They have good food, they will have good wine. In fact, South Africa is the leading country in Africa in the production of wine. There is this big farm in South Africa that produces wine. I don't know the name of the company, but I'd love to see for myself how wine is made and everything. Just being in South Africa, taste the food, taste the native food. I hear the food is so sweet for those people who I have met and have been to South Africa. I want to see the incredible recipes. I want to go to a village. If you agree, guys, you can show me your village. You can take me to your village. I can taste your food. At the end of my list is South Africans are very welcoming people. They're so kind. Well, I can tell this just by looking at some of the videos that were made by Trevor Noah. Yeah, the guy is really funny. So he made this video of how he was leaving USA to going to his grandmother, and the grandmother was, hey, you know, and the grandmother welcomed Trevor Noah with open arms, and everyone was happy to see him. I don't think it's because Trevor is a celebrity, that's why he was welcomed that way. But you see, a lot can be told by how somebody is introduced to a place. I believe, and I still believe, that South Africans are very welcoming people. Yeah, there might have been some issues back then, but nobody lacks issues. Even in Kenya, we have issues within ourselves. Yeah, every house has its own demons. So it's important we focus on the good side of things. Sometimes the good side of things is better to look at than focusing on the dark side. Please, 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 please. I don't know anyone in South Africa, but I know you guys will be kind, you'll treat me well, yeah? Thank you. I don't want the fear of unknown to cloud my spirit of adventure. I just want to go and see for myself. Because this life is short, guys. It's short. Live your life while you still can. Don't live someone else's life. Live your life. Guys, there's that girl you want. Go and talk to her as soon as possible. There's that job you need. Write that application right now. There's that car you want to buy. Go and ask for the price. Don't wait. It is made for you. It is made for humans. You are a human. The value of your life is the same as the value of Bill Gates' life. So, no risk, no reward. The greatest regret is having no plan. Better to have a plan that failed than never to have had any plan. Planning not to plan is planning to fail. Yeah, but South Africans, I'm coming.